गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री। आज हम पढ़ेंगे कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री का दूरी सूत्र, डिस्टेंस फार्मूला मीन्स, एंड द सेक्शन फार्मूला, अनुपातिक सूत्र, मध्य बिंदु फार्मूला, मिड पॉइंट फार्मूला, वो सब कैसे और किस तरह से बनते हैं, जिससे कि आपको क्वेश्चन में समझ में आए कि करना क्या होता है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम लेते हैं डिस्टेंस फार्मूला। लेट्स सपोज मेरे पास दो पॉइंट दिए हैं, पी एक पॉइंट दिया है जिसका कोऑर्डिनेट है x1 y1 और दूसरा कोऑर्डिनेट है पी क्यू दैट इज x2 y2। मुझे पी क्यू का डिस्टेंस निकालना है। तो अगर मेरे पास ये पॉइंट P है तो इसका y पे पॉइंट कहाँ हो रहा y1, तो जी पॉइंट y1 है, और x पे पॉइंट क्या हो रहा x1 यहाँ। सिमिलरली अगर मेरा Q है तो यहाँ पर ये मेरे पास y का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या हुआ y2 और x का कोऑर्डिनेट क्या हुआ x2। नाउ मैंने क्या किया, मैंने एक यहाँ पे बीच में लाइन सरल खींच ली, इसके समांतर पैरेलल टू द आर एस। द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन आर एस कितना हो रहा, ये डिस्टेंस कितना हो रहा, ये हो रहा भाई पूरे x2 में से अगर मैं x1 माइनस कर दूं तो मेरे पास ये डिस्टेंस आ जाएगा। जितना ये हो रहा उतना ही डिस्टेंस ये हो रहा x2 माइनस x1। इसी तरह से मेरे पास QT क्या हो रहा, पूरे y2 में से अगर मैं ये y1 का डिस्टेंस माइनस कर दूं तो मेरे पास हो जाएगा y2 माइनस y1। कहने का मतलब RS जो होगा वो क्या होगा मेरे पास, एक तरह से अगर मैं कोऑर्डिनेट जो मेरा O है तो OS में से अगर मैं OR का दूरी माइनस करूं तो मेरे पास RS आएगा, मीन्स x2 माइनस x1 जो कि इसके बराबर होगा PT के। सिमिलरली मेरे पास QT कितना होगा, QT जो हो रहा है वो QS में से अगर TS माइनस कर दूं तो QS में से अगर मैं TS माइनस कर दूं तो यानी कि Y2 में से अगर मैं Y1 को घटा दूं तो मेरे पास QT आ जाएगा। ठीक है ना, QT वही हो रहा जितना कि मेरे पास पॉइंट ये हो रहा। सही है ना। अब अगर मुझे ये सूत्र ये दूरी निकालनी है तो यहाँ पर ये लंब है, ऑब्वियस है, तो पाइथागोरस मेरे पास पी क्यू का स्क्वायर बराबर कितना होगा, पी टी स्क्वायर प्लस क्यू टी स्क्वायर, मीन्स पी क्यू स्क्वायर बराबर पी टी की दूरी कितनी है x2 माइनस x1 का स्क्वायर प्लस y2 माइनस y1 का स्क्वायर। अगर मुझे डिस्टेंस चाहिए पी क्यू, दूरी चाहिए पी क्यू, तो क्या हो रहा है, स्क्वायर हटाया, इसके ऊपर रूट डाला, that is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is the distance formula of the coordinate geometry. If there are 2 points are given P and Q, 2 coordinates are given P and Q, then the distance between P and Q will be taken by this formula. Here I am taking an example और फाइंड द डिस्टेंस फार्मूला। मानो एक कोऑर्डिनेट मुझे P दिया हुआ है, कोऑर्डिनेट से 2, -3। अगर मैं इसको बनाऊं तो 2, -3 कहाँ आएगा मेरे पास, कहीं ना कहीं इस तरफ। लेट सपोज मेरा 2 है, ये मेरा -3 है, तो मेरे पास यहाँ आएगा 2, -3। ठीक है, ये मेरा पॉइंट है P एंड द Q इज द 4, 5। तो 4, 5 कहीं ना कहीं ऊपर आएगा, दैट विल बी Q 4, 5। अब मुझे ये डिस्टेंस निकालना है पी क्यू। तो पी क्यू डिस्टेंस निकालने के लिए मैं कह सकता हूँ भाई P जो है मेरे पास, जिससे कोऑर्डिनेट मेरे पास क्या है 2, -3, ये मेरा x1 हो गया, ये मेरा y1 हो गया। सिमिलरली Q दैट इज 4, 5, इट मीन्स इट इज मेरा, दिस इज माई x2 एंड दिस इज y2। By the distance PQ, I can use the formula x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So it is x2, that is 4 minus 2 square plus y2 is 5 minus of -3 square, that will be 2 square plus 8 square और 4 plus 64 means under root 68. By using the factor method, we can find the root of this, that will be 2 root 17 यूनिट. क्योंकि मुझे नहीं पता ये सेंटीमीटर है या किलोमीटर है या मीटर है, इसलिए हम यहाँ सिर्फ जस्ट यूनिट लिखते हैं. अगर हमें सेंटीमीटर मीटर दिया हुआ है तो उस हिसाब से हम यहाँ पे यूनिट डाल सकते हैं. So now there is exercise 7.1, question number first, part 1. Find the distance between the point 2, 3, 4, 1. As we can say, P is 2, 3 and Q is 4, 1. Again, this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. Then distance PQ will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. One point which you always remember, if you interchange x1 and x2, means if you write x1 minus x2 whole square and y1 minus y2 whole square, doesn't matter, answer will be same because there is a square. Then if we change the coordinates x1 before and x2 later, it doesn't matter for the question. Now here PQ will be x2 is 4 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square. Again that is 2 square plus 2 square minus 2 square, means that will be 4 plus 4 means root 8. You know how to factorize it, that is 2 root 2 unit. Similarly, the second part I am writing here. Second part says 5 minus 5 comma 7 and the second coordinate is minus 1 comma 3. Then again P is minus 5 7 means x1 and y1 and Q is minus 1 3 means x2 and y2. Again by the formula is here also, so I am not writing here. x2 minus x1 means minus 1 minus of minus 5 square plus y2 minus y1 3 minus 7 square. You know, minus minus plus, it will become minus 1 plus 5 square and that will be minus 4 square. It will be 4 square plus minus 4 square means 16 plus 16 under root 32. By factorizing, it will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. By pairing out, you can say 4 root 2 unit. I hope it is clear. Now the third part, which was important, let us see what it says. The third part is also there. Third part is AB minus AB minus A minus B. Don't worry about the if there is a number or variable, doesn't matter. We have to know that it is by the formula P, and P is here, P is A comma B, it means x1 and y1. Here Q is minus A minus B means x2 y2. Again applying the formula, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. It will be minus 2a whole square plus minus 2b whole square. Or I can say it can be done as 4a square plus 4b square. In this question, there is a 4 common out. In the bracket, it will be a square minus b square. Because 4 is multiplied by 8, so we can find the root of 4, that is 2, means it will take it out. but these two parts will not out from the root because there is a minus sign between it. If there is a multiply, then we take it out also, but at this moment it will be always in root. Now here is the question number 2. Find the distance between 0, 0 and 36, 15. Again P is 0, 0, Q is 36, 15. You know what is x1, what is y1. That is why I am doing directly. Then PQ is 36 minus 0 whole square, 15 minus 0 whole square. 36 minus 0 means 36. Root of 36, square of 36 is 1296 plus 15 square is 225. It will be, now factorize if it is, then we can say 1521 factorize by 5, 507, again by 3, you can say it is 3 ones are 3, 6, 9, and that is 13 and 13. So 3 into 3 into 13 into 13 means 3 into 3 means 39 unit. Answer. Here is the third question. It is an important question. He says check whether these 3 points are collinear. What do you mean by collinear? First of all, the points which are in a same line. Means he says these 3 points are given. Let's suppose it is A, this is B, and this is C. These three, if these 3 points are in the same line, then we can say it is collinear. Let's suppose we just imagine that A is the point that is 1, 5, B is the point that is 2, 3, and C is the point that is minus 2, 11. Now, how it will be collinear? If I do distance AC and then distance AB, then addition of AC plus AB should be equals to BC. This criteria we have to use. Means we have to find the distance between AB, the distance between BC, and distance between AC. First of all, we have find AB. Then AB distance will be 2 minus 1 square plus 3 minus 5 square. Means this is 1 and that will be 4, means root 5. Then the distance BC. BC will be minus 2 square plus minus 11 minus 3 square. Minus plus means minus 4 square plus minus 14 square, and that will be 16 plus 196, or it is 212. Can it will factorize? If done, then you can do it. It will be factor, if I make a factor 212, that is 106, then 53. It means 2 root 53. Then again distance AC. We remember we are doing now A and C. So x2 is minus 2 minus 1 whole square plus minus 11 minus 5 whole square. The distance between that will be AC will equals to under root minus 3 square plus minus 16 square, which will equals to 9 and 256, or this is 265, which cannot be factorized more. So it is this. As we can see, the sum of any two number is not equal to the third one. Here the smallest number is, longest number is this, which was in root, and these are the smallest. So we can say as AB plus BC is not equals to AC, therefore ABC are not collinear. Any two distance, sum of any two distance should be equals to the third one. Here the largest distance is, this is root 5, this is under root 212, and this is under root 265. So it is the largest distance. That is why I said I can say that if the points collinear, then distance AB, the sum of the distance AB and BC should be equals to AC. The sum of the distance of two smaller distances should be equals to the larger one. Then it will be collinear, otherwise not. Here the condition is not applied, so we can say the points are not collinear. Here is the question number 4. Again there are 3 points, and he says check whether they are making an isosceles triangle or not. If a triangle is isosceles, then its two sides are equal. We know that. So first of all, it is if the point A, this is B, then this is C. We first of all find AB, distance AB, that will be under root 6 minus 5 square, 4 minus of minus 2 square. That will be 1 square plus 4 plus 2 means 1 plus 6 square means under root 37. Again the distance BC, then it is 7 minus 6 square plus minus 2 minus 4 square. It is again 1 square plus minus 6 square means again under root 37. Some students are stopped there. They says, sir, two sides are equal, that is why it is isosceles. But you have to find out the AC also. Maybe possible it will also root 37, then it will be an equilateral triangle. So find the distance AC. AC for AC, 7 minus 5 square plus minus 2 plus of minus 2 square. Minus here, sorry. Then AC will be 2 square plus, that will be minus 2 plus 2 square means 4 plus 0 means under root 4 or 2. As we can say here, since distance AB is equals to distance BC, therefore triangle ABC is isosceles. If all three sides are equal, then it will be an equilateral triangle. Now student, question number 6. He says there are 3 parts. He says name the type of the quadrilateral formed by these 4 points. First part is, I just made a rough diagram of a quadrilateral. I don't know which type of it is, but I made a rough diagram and made all the 4 coordinates here. Now you should know the properties of the quadrilaterals of each type. Means we have to just find out. You should do this question yourself, but how will you do it? I will explain. First of all, find distance AB, BC, CD and DA, or you can say AD. Also the distance AC and BD. Means this distance, this one, this one, this one, and the diagonals also. This 6 distance you have to find. Then you can say which type of quadrilateral it will be. if the all distance, if condition number 1, if AB will not equals to BC, not equals to CD, or not equals to AD, then it is simple quadrilateral. No special name. But if the opposite sides are equal, means AB will equals to CD and BC equals to AD, then it may be opposite sides are equal in two type of quadrilaterals, and that are, first is rectangle, second is a parallelogram. Which type of it will be? It will be decided by and AC is not equals to BD, then it is a parallelogram. Or if AB is equals to CD and BC is equals to AD and AC is equals to BD, then it will be a rectangle, because the property of rectangle is opposite sides are equal and diagonals also equal. Number 4 condition, if AB is equals to CD, AB is equals to BC, is equals to CD, is equals to AD, all four sides are equal, then there another condition, if the all four sides are equal, then it may be a rhombus or a square. So how will we find it? If the all four sides equal and AC is not equals to BD, then it is a rhombus. Condition number 5, if all the four sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal, means AC is equals to BD, then it will be a square. In this way, you can easily find out which type of quadrilateral it is. Just you have to find out all the 6 distances which I write here. You can do it yourself, I hope. Now question number 7. It is the most important question which will ask always in the exams, especially in the boards. Question says, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from this point and this point. This is the point A, this is the point B. We have to find a distance, x-axis as a point. So first of all I said, let the point on x-axis be x, 0, because it is on x-axis. You know, in the 9th class, if any point on the axis, then its other coordinate will be 0. Because it is asked in the x-axis, that means y coordinate should be 0. So let the point this is x, 0. Means this P point should be equidistant from A and B. It means distance PA which should equals to distance PB. Now apply the distance formula, you will get the value of x. For PA, the distance will be P2A, means x2 minus x1 2 minus x whole square plus y2 minus y1 minus 5 minus 0 square. Distance PB, again that is x minus of minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 9 square. As I told you, x1 and x2 you can change according to your comfortability. Here I change there because if I write minus 2 minus x, then there will be confusion for which type of formula I have to use. That is why I write it like this. It will be a minus b whole square, means a square plus b square minus 2ab, and that will be minus 5 square means 25. Similarly here it will become x plus 2 whole square plus minus 9 square. It will be x square minus 4x plus 29. Here when I open the bracket, it will be x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 81. By squaring both sides, by doing this squaring both sides, the root will be cancelled out and I will get x square minus 4x plus 29 is equals to x square plus 4x plus 85. By keeping the variables on left hand side and the constant term on the right hand side, we can solve it. It is x square minus 4x minus x square minus 4x is equals to 85 minus 29. X square to x square cancel out. It is minus 8x will equals to, that will be 6 and 56. It means x is equals to 56 upon minus 8 means minus 7. Therefore, point on x-axis is x comma 0, which will equals to minus 7 comma 0 is the required solution of the given question. Again I am told you, this is the special question. This type of question are always asked in the exam. Now question number 8. In this question it says find the value of y if the distance between P and Q is 10 unit. Here distance is given. We have to find a coordinate which is missing. So we know that the formula PQ should be equals to under root 10 minus 2 whole square plus y minus of minus 3 whole square. PQ is given 10, which is equals to 8 square plus y plus 3 whole square. Again squaring both sides, that will be 10 square and it will be 64 plus y plus 3 whole square, or it is 100 minus 64 is equals to y plus 3 whole square. 100 minus 64 means 36 is equals to y plus 3 whole square. Now after that there is two ways to solve it. First is longer and second is smaller. First of all, doing it by longer way, which is a genuine way, that is 36 is equals to y square plus 9 plus 6y by the formula of a plus b whole square. By taking all the terms one side, that is 9y square 6y 9 minus 36 is equals to 0, or it is y square plus 6y minus 27 is equals to 0. By factorizing middle term, I will get minus 9 plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 is equals to 0, or the factors are y plus 9 and y minus 3. So y can be minus 9 as well as y can be 0. But you should know how to factorize. Second way is, if I write this equation here again, that is y plus 3 whole square is equals to 36, then why should I do the open it if it is a perfect square. यहाँ से स्क्वायर हटाएंगे, y plus 3 is equals to under root plus minus 6 square. It means y plus 3 is equals to, first time it is 6 and the second time it is minus 6. Then here I will get y is equals to 6 minus 3, y is equals to 3, and here y is equals to minus 6 minus 3, y is equals to minus 9. Which way you want, you can do it. There is the question number 9. In the figure it is given that Q is equidistance from P and R. That is why I write here PQ and is equals to RQ. We have to find the value of X and the distance PR and QR. So as it is given PQ is equals to RQ, so by distance formula, distance PQ will be 5 minus 0 whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 whole square. Distance RQ will be x minus 0 whole square plus 6 minus 1 whole square. It will be 25 plus 16. Here will be x square plus 25. Squaring both sides, I will get 25 plus 16 is equals to x square plus 25. 25 student cancel out. X square will be 16 or x is equals to 4. I am taking the positive value of x. Now the second part of the question is find the PR, distance PR. As it is given x is 4. So the distance PR will be x minus 5 whole square plus 6 minus of minus 3 whole square. As it is given x is equals to 4, so 4 minus 5 whole square and 6 plus 3 whole square means 1 plus 81 under root 82. And he says find the QR also. So QR is this one, that was x square plus 25. Just put the value of x, that is 4 square plus 25 means under root 16 plus 25, or it is under root 41. The answer. Now student, question number 10, last question of the exercise. In this question it says if the point P, which is x comma y, is equidistant from Q and R, then find the relation between x and y. X and y के बीच में relation. Relation means equation of x and y. As you done in the chapter number 3rd, there is equation 3x plus 4y is equals to 5. Same type of equation will be formed here. Let us see. PQ. PQ is x minus 3 whole square, y minus 6 whole square. PR will be x minus of minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. It is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equals to x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Just squaring both sides first, so that the root will be cancelled out. It will be x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equals to x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Now by the using the formula a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square, open the brackets. A minus b whole square will be a square minus a square plus b square minus 2ab. Similarly here a square plus b square minus 2ab. Similarly here a square plus b square plus 2ab, and also here a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now you can say x square cancelled out will be x square. When it will come here on the left hand side, that will become minus and then cancel out. Similarly, y square will also cancel out. Any other thing which can be cancelled? It is plus 9, but it is minus 6x, it is plus 6x. Opposite signs are there, that is why they will not cancel, because there is equal sign between them. So now take the x and y on the left hand side, minus 6x minus 12y. Here plus 6x change into minus 6x, minus 8y change into plus 8y. Here will remain 16. Here the constant term is 36, means minus 36. It will be minus 12x minus 4y is equals to minus 20. Divide by minus 4. I will get, I am writing here, when I divide minus 4, then it will be 3x. This will be plus y, and that will be 5. So I can say y is equals to 5 minus 3x is the required relation between x and y. So there is the end of the exercise 7.1. In the next lecture we will discuss first of all the section formula, midpoint formula, then the exercise 7.2. Till then, practice it and goodbye.